everyone and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, my name is Shiv. Hello, if you're coming back then welcome. In today's video I have this look for you right here, which is very like Barbie glam. I use the MUA Oceana palette, so super affordable, and everything I used was drugstore, so everything I use is super affordable. I think everything is vegan and cruelty free. I will put a confirmation somewhere on the screen for you just to double check, but I'm pretty sure everything that I used on my face today is vegan and cruelty free, which is awesome. So if you'd like to see how to create this kind of like Barbie glam cut crease kind of situation, and I can't stop doing this with my hair, then please carry on watching. Before you do, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. And let's just carry on into the tutorial. Okay, so to start off this look, I'm going to take the BPerfect primer. I've been using this a few times recently and I actually really like it. I'm just going to pop it onto the lid and then blend it out with a synthetic brush and carve my brow out. I've already done my brows using the Morphe Hazelnut brow pencil. I just didn't really feel like doing soap brows today, and I've also popped a little bit of tape underneath the eye going towards the tail of the brow just to give that nice sharp look. Just patting that base in so it's nice and smooth. Now for shadows, I'm going to take the MUA Tropical Oceana eyeshadow palette. The amount of times I've tried to say that is a joke. I'm going to take this purple shade right here, which is a matte. It's kind of like a dusky purple, but I'm going to use it into the crease of my eye just to kind of map out the shape. And I'm going to take it on a teeny tiny Peaches and Cream PC38 brush, which is super tiny. It's like a long pencil brush and I can really just pack that into the crease. The next shade that I'm going to take is this kind of like lavender colour right here. It's also a matte, and I'm taking it on a Peaches and Cream PC47 brush, which is a kind of skinny blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that on the inner half of this kind of blend just above the crease. Then we're going to pump up the colour a little bit. I'm going to go in with a hot pink in the palette right here, which is also a matte, on a Morphe M506 brush. I love this brush. I only have one and I need to get more. They're just the best like detail blending brushes. Rude. Ever. So I'm just going, I forgot to say where I'm going to put that. I am going to blend that on the other kind of section of the upper crease just above the purple shade. I'm going to go 50-50 on top of my skin and on top of the purple shade. Now I'm going to switch to a Morphe M562 brush and go in with this super pale pink colour. It almost looks cream, and I'm going to use this to blend out the hot pink towards the brow bone, and then a teeny little bit here just on the inner corners as well. This isn't going to be really obvious, but it will just help to make the overall makeup look so much smoother. Now I'm going to take some micellar water. This is just one that I've put into a different bottle, and a cotton bud. These ones are made of paper, just so you know. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is just use the wet cotton bud to cut the crease. I could put the shadow just on top, but I do want a nice crisp edge. Just apply pressure through the socket and it will really help you to cut the crease. I wanted to use the greens, but I feel like I want a pink, purple, blue look. So I'm going to start by taking this really pretty light pink shimmery colour, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner of the eye. And I'm forgetting all the steps because I need to put the primer down where we've just cut the crease. So I'm going to take the primer on a kind of flat concealer brush, and I'm just going to pack that into the space that we have just removed the shadow. And because we've removed the excess shadow with the cotton bud, it's going to make it so much easier to cut the crease. So I'm going to take some of these onto my flat synthetic brush, just like that, load up both sides of it and just push down the bristles so it is as flat as possible. If you have made it this far throughout the video already, I am going to be doing a in-depth cut crease tutorial video very soon on my channel, so if you aren't subscribed already, make sure you are subscribed for that. I'm going to go into like a whole bunch of detail talking about like my eye shape, how to make it work for you and everything like that. Anyway, onto this look. I'm just going to take the primer and just kind of spread most of the product onto the lid, that way I don't have loads of excess, and I'm just going to push it into the line of the cut crease. This is really hard to do while talking. So the first shade for the lid, I'm just going to pop on the inner corner, and it's going to be this super pretty pink sparkly shade right here. Ooh, just knocked my phone. I'm going to take it on a teeny tiny brush from Morphe, just kind of any flat shader brush will do. I'm just going to spritz this with a little bit of setting spray just to kind of help pick up the sparkle in the shadow. And then I'm going to take this shimmery pink right here and just pop it in the middle of the lid, slightly overlapping the lighter pink shade. This pink is so pretty. Now I'm going to take this pinky purple shimmer right here, which is actually kind of maybe the darkest in the palette, maybe that one is. I'm going to take this one right here on a brush from Morphe. This is from their Pride collection, but just any flat shader brush will do. Again, I just spritz it with a little bit of setting spray, and I'm going to pat it into the empty kind of section here. Then I'll go backwards and forwards through the colours just to kind of make sure they kind of blend together. Now I get to peel off the tape, so I'm just going to peel it off. I'm just going to pop a little bit of primer under the lower lash line because I'm going to be putting a dark blue shadow there, and I want it just to have something to stick to. So I'm going to take a little bit of the primer on the tip of the synthetic brush and just run that underneath the lash line. Then for the waterline, I'm taking the Revolution Blue Kohl liner. I wanted to pop a blue on just to kind of give this look some difference. I'm going to do a really dark blue smoky eye. Now I'm popping a Blue Kohl liner from Revolution on the waterline. I wanted to do a blue lower lash line. I'm going to do my liner, mascara and lashes off screen just because it's easier. I'm going to be popping on these ones from Mabel's Lashes. They are in the style Freedom. I think I'll put the name on the screen for you. I'm going to go ahead and pop these on off screen. They are magnetic. In my last video, they were kind of pinging up at the inner corner. That was just because I didn't put enough liner on. Just a little tip with the magnetic lashes, just make sure to put enough liner and a decent thickness on the inner corner to pop these on, but they do work amazingly when you have kind of get to grips with using them. So I'm going to go ahead and pop them on and I'll be right back. I've just got my lashes on. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. These are not the lashes I showed you. I did pop them on. I'll insert a clip of me putting them on for you here now. The lashes I'm wearing are actually five. They are from Lolas Lashes in the style Diamond with their flick and stick glue liner pen, because I had to film 2 different eyelash videos and I forgot when they were due. So I have done 2 eyelash videos. So now I have the Lolas Lashes ones on, but they are very similar style, like quite fluffy and bigger at the outer corner. Just thought I would let you know what the situation is. So I actually forgot that I was going to do the blue on the lower lash line. So I'm going to take this blue right here, which is the shimmery one, on a MAC 239, but as always any flat shader brush will do. And I'm just going to go ahead and pack that under the lower lash line. So to start off with for the face, I'm going to take the MUA Pro Base Primer Spray. I love a good primer spray, and this one is lovely. I'm just going to spritz it all over the skin. Then for my main primer, I'm taking the MUA Pro Base Moisturising Primer. This is lovely, very, very hydrating. Okay, I'm just going to massage that into the skin. For foundation, I'm going to take the Revolution F7 Matte Base Foundation. I would take a hydrating one, but I have got a little bit of tan on right now, so none of them will match me. So I'm going to pop some of this on, and I'm going to pop it on using the Morphe Beauty Sponge. Just really working that into the skin, covering up my old chin blemishes. Taking that down the neck as well, just so it blends in a bit better, and onto the ear. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to take the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Ivory, and I'm just going to pop some of that on my chin, under the eyes and the forehead, then blend it out with the same sponge. I've been loving this concealer like placement recently, where you put it like under your wing and then in the inner corner. Concealer, concealer. Then for powder, I'm taking the MUA Pro Base Powder in the shade 110 on one of my EYESHADOW brushes. I'm just going to use this to set my makeup into place, just pressing it into the skin. For bronzer, I'm going to be taking the MUA Bronze Perfection Multi Bronzing Powder in the shade Golden Dunes. I've used this a few times recently and I actually really like it. It gives just a nice subtle flush, but it's not too shimmery and it's not too cool toned. It's just a really nice bronzer. So I'm going to take it on another EYESHADOW brush and just bronze up the outer perimeters of my face and then across my nose. For blush, I'm going to take the MUA Blushed Matte Blush Powder in the shade Rouge Punch. I really like this, it's quite a natural blush. I'm going to pop some onto my cheeks. These little bits of hair are doing my head in. Is it better down or like back? I don't know. I'm going to pop this on using another brush from EYESHADOW, just onto the apples of my cheeks. So pretty. I'm trying to take the blush a little bit higher than usual. I just feel like this lifts your face. I've seen a lot of people do this recently and it really does make such a difference. Then I'm going to set this all into place using the MUA Pro Base Fixing Spray. Then for highlight, I have the e.l.f. 24 Karat Gold Highlighter, which looks like this. It's actually really pretty. It kind of reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood highlighter before they discontinued it. I don't know why they got rid of it, but I love that highlighter and I broke mine. I loved it. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. I'm also going to pop that highlighter in the inner corner as well. Lash Stop to mascara. Oops. I'm just going to pop some mascara on my lower lashes. And then some brow gel through the brows. This is the Morphe Translucent Brow Gel. Moving on to lips now, I'm going to take the MUA Couture lip liner. I felt like pairing it with like a pinkier lip rather than a nude for once, so I'm going to use this to line my lips. And for lipstick of choice, I'm taking the MUA Satin Lipstick in the shade Dream Girl. Okay, and this is the finished makeup look using the MUA Oceana palette, which looks like this. This is what I came up with. I actually really like this makeup look. It's very like Barbie glam. I did recently, and by recently I mean maybe a month or so ago, did a full face of MUA makeup where I talked about this palette but I didn't use it. So if you do want to go ahead and watch like a full face of first impressions of MUA, then click the little thing somewhere top of the screen. I'll also have it in the description box below if you are interested. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. I'm very active on those platforms and I would really appreciate the love and support over there. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and as always, if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be alerted when I upload a new video. It really helps me out and I would really appreciate that as well. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next time. Bye! MUA Tropical Oceana eyeshadow palette. Wow. MUA Tropical Oceana. So stop. Now for blush, I'm going to take the matte blushed black. Wow, what's happening today? Wow. Watching this video, and as always, if you did.